Hello, and welcome to the Appleby Hour. Today I'd like to talk to you about social media, which is, it's a little broad today, but, I'd like to talk about YouTube principally. And, I've never thought of myself as someone who was super social media oriented. I lurk to varying extents on basically all of the big social media platforms. But, I do kind of have to acknowledge that YouTube is, in fact, social media. But I think I'm not alone in feeling that there's something different about YouTube. It's hard to pinpoint. It's YouTube seems apart from the others somehow. And, I fell in love with it pretty much from the very beginning. I've been watching YouTube from a very young age, too young. But no, I love it. It's I don't know. I have a certain attachment to it, and it pains me to see what's become of it because when it started, the idea was broadcast yourself, and I don't know. That's and to a certain extent, that's still what the site is. I mean, that's what I'm attempting to do. I'm serving myself up on a platter for you to enjoy. And there's something dystopian about that. It's like, oh, here, let me just carve off this piece of myself for you. How would you like that? Medium rare? Like, right away. Um, but at the same time, how wonderful it is that we have figured out as a people, as a culture, how to take the value that exists within each person and turn it into a monetary money making operation. Horrible and beautiful. uh, no, I really believe in this site and in the original message, and I do think that there is some upside to this centralization that exists uh, with social media in the way that it does, especially with YouTube. The fact that everyone from everywhere, we all come to this one site to share the videos that we've made. I think that's kind of cool. You know, despite the ridiculous copyright system and the the amount that they take of skim off the top and their total abandonment of the whole broadcast yourself idea. They just want to be another streaming service, which is how can you misunderstand the potential of what you have so badly? And this is what I'm. Uh, this is where. This is why said at the beginning I wanted to talk about social media in general because I want to zoom out a little bit. What is the problem with social media? Why has it become so horrible? And I don't know. I don't know all of it. I know that human beings have something to do with it, but I also I really I don't enjoy the censorship that happens all throughout American culture, but on YouTube it just keeps getting worse. Adpocalypse after adpocalypse, and I don't know. I like the idea of a digital bill of rights that the free speech should apply online, and I'm sort of a free speech extremist, so I think that should also include threats and calls for violence. But but whatever. I'm not in favor of harassment. I think that's a pretty clear line. If somebody was harassing you in real life, I don't think anyone would disagree that you have a right to be like, yeah, get the fuck away from me, go away. um, and I'm fine with having the ability to block people, but I don't like that on YouTube, there are certain things that you can't talk about and you have to sort of wind around them. And especially in politics YouTube. I mean, if not here, then where? Where is the social media where we can discuss the issues of the day and current events, how we feel about them, what we want out of out of all this? I don't know. It seems to me that this is the venue. So why is it so restrictive? And the answer is money, 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 you know? But if we mandate by law that you are allowed to say what you want, I think that would go a long way towards fixing this. You know, that's the thing. It's like, how do you fix YouTube? And apart from that kind of federal action, I don't know. I don't know. I want to believe that there's some path forward from within, but I think maybe that's a little naive. I don't know. I want a place where people can be themselves, where they can again, this is me personally. I have kind of an odious personality, you know. Uh I feel like often I have to modulate what I really am, just stay quiet and not engage and just, be alone in a crowd of people. Even with my loved ones, my fiance, my family, and I love them and I have a great time with them. Uh, but they just nobody's interested in dealing with the extroverted intuitive. It's people, sort of immediately repulsive as far as personality goes, and that is, it stings. It stings. And so I've come to this point in my life where I don't know, I've kind of made peace with that fact. Uh, and so I'm, people on YouTube, they want authenticity. They want, as opposed to the traditional media where it's all so corporate and sanitized and impartial and, oh, we're so above it all. Like, people are tired of that. And I'm tired of it. I like the authenticity of this platform, and I want to put myself out there, and I don't know. I hope I do well, not only because it's validating, but also because I need to make money somehow. um, I don't know. It's YouTube holds a special place in my heart, and I want to see it succeed. I want to see, furthermore, I want to see it flourish. Um, but I just worry that day it won't come. Now I'm open to hearing more suggestions on what we could do to help the platform thrive. Um, you know, please, please in the comments. Just I'm interested to see what you have to say. I've been Appleby. This has been the Appleby Hour, and thank you for watching. Do the YouTube things.